All right, so next in our series is on the importance of creating angles. So if you were reading the accompanying article on this, I talked about the importance of whenever, say, Bob's attacking me, not always getting in the habit of moving back. When someone first starts sparring, their first inclination when an attack is coming is to step backwards. Two reasons for why you want to avoid that. One, eventually, if our rings that you spar in are fixed size, so eventually you'll end up out of the ring, which is going to result in a warning and possibly even a point deduction if you do it often enough. And then second, and more importantly, eventually he's going to hit me. If my goal is, when he's attacking me, if all I ever do is step back, step back, step back, it's like standing on the tracks of a moving train that's coming at you. If you're a train and you're coming at me and I take a step back, I'm still going to get hit. It's just, I've delayed it by half a second or so. So much more important is to develop the habit of slipping and moving offline. So Bob's attack is coming in towards me. Instead of me stepping back, the goal is to step offline. So his attack is passes out of the way. So you don't have to block, and you avoid being constantly defensive. So you have two options. One, you can step back, let the attack go this way, or you can step forward and the attack passes behind me. Now, that's a basic way just to avoid being hit. A more advanced technique in this case is instead of just going side to side, so instead of just stepping to my left or to my right, just simply stepping offline and avoiding the attack, what if we moved in, instead of making it straight or right or left, what if we went towards him at an angle? So we do two things then. One, we avoid getting hit, and then second, we close the distance to where we can counter. So a good example, let's say Bob is throwing a side kick at me. I step towards him kind of at an angle, using my back leg, and now I have a bunch of options. I can use this front leg to strike, I can throw a reverse punch. You've got lots of different options. Same thing whenever you go in the opposite direction. Say if a side kick or a front kick is coming this way, I step offline towards him, and I have an option for throwing a punch, or I could axe kick over the shoulder, which would result in a point. So when you're drilling this, instead of you try to get out of the habit of always moving back, also think of how quickly can I turn what's a defensive position into an offensive position. So if you want to go from defense to offense as quickly as possible. So again, an option if attack's coming in. Again, one thing you'll notice, I should have highlighted this, is I'm using my back leg to do the stepping. And the reason for that is important. When I use my back leg, say I'm stepping back, right? This kicking leg is light, it's ready to go. I can kick, if I want a reverse punch, I can do that. If I use my front leg to step offline, look what happens. So he's throwing an attack at me, I step, this foot's heavy, so I can't really lunge in, I can't use this leg to kick. What ends up happening if I use my front leg is I gotta step, load, kick. That's too slow. Much better is to use that back leg, step offline, this front leg is nice and light, we can kick or we can reverse punch. Same thing going the other way. I don't want to use my front leg to step because now I've taken this weapon away. I don't want that. I want to be able to use this guy that's closest to him to hit him. So the goal is, again, use that back leg to step out. This front leg is now light. I can axe kick over, I can throw a roundhouse hook to the midsection, I can throw a reverse punch. You have a lot of different options when you use that back leg. So the important takeaways from this are, get out of the habit of backing up. It's when you first start sparring, that's very natural. It's just human nature to try and get away from danger. What I'm trying to convince you to adopt, instead of moving back to get away from the danger, move to the side. Or even better, move in a V. So either towards him this way or behind him this way, because it allows you to get closer, allows you to avoid the attack, and it also allows you to be offensive at the same time. So hope you guys found this useful. Please like, share, comment. If you have any questions, leave them below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.